We're recapping the final 3 episodes of Season 4, East Los High. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
What up, AfterBuzz? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in studio for the East Los High AfterBuzz TV After Show. I'm joined in studio by Miss Courtney Stewart.
What's up, you guys?
Hey. I like the dark lip with the top. Really?
I'm trying to usher in the fall in Los Angeles because it's still 88 degrees.
Girl.
And I'm over it.
Although nighttime be real cute around
nighttime
here.
is nice and chilly, so I got my lightweight jacket and I'm fall lit.
We had to come in with this song because the song just makes me so happy and it makes me think of East Los High every single time.
I know, and I can't believe it's over already.
And they playing with my emotions.
They playing with my feelings.
Girl, we should have came in with that. We see Camila, she's coming down from the police station.
I know.
And they basically think that they know Miguel killed Amber, and they're going to use Camila as bait.
I know, or they want to. She at least gets a choice. She gets to think about it for a minute.
But you really don't get to think about it.
She got a day, to go think about it. She was sitting on Jesus's lap, doing some other stuff while she marinated in her feelings about it, and then she decided.
What would you have done? Wouldn't have been in that situation.
I'm just saying, I don't even know. I guess I know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's easy to fall into stuff like that, especially if you around enough of them people. But dang girl.
I thought it was really nice of Hector to warn Camila about Miguel. He had a change of heart. You know what I mean? He's helping Jesus.
Well, he knows, he ain't trying to get her hurt, He know what happened to the other girls. And he caught up in the same situation. And she young and little and helpless.
So then Camila gets wired, and I'm just like, this is going to go so bad.
No, when they tell her, no, she's not going to wear a wire. They're going to put it on her phone. I was like, that's the worst idea ever. Because, she could leave that phone anywhere, or he could make her not take a phone, or whatever.
That's the big one. If someone's kidnapping you, why would they be like, yeah, you can keep your phone?
You keep your phone. Never. So I was so upset, even though wearing a wire isn't much better, because if he spots the wire on her, it's still terrible. But dang, I was
they can put a pin or something inside her bra.
I'm like, put it in your earring or something. What is happening? I was very upset. I was like, Camila, this is going to go bad.
Mm-hmm. And it did go bad when he dropped her phone out the window.
He didn't drop it. He threw that shit out the window.
He's like, you can stop leading them.
So he was on to them already.
He's,
He's so dirty.
He reminded me of the J-Lo show.
The J-Lo show, depresses me about life, period. I just be like, oh my God, is it... Because you feel bad. Because you're like... They don't mean to be bad, but they are so bad.
Some of them. J-Lo doesn't mean to be bad.
But then she does. Because she keeps... and then once you're bad, you can't not be bad. Because then you get killed for not being bad anymore. So you're stuck. That's why I could never, marry the mob or, anything. I just can't handle it.
Camila gets to this warehouse with Miguel. They're running through, chasing. He's got a gun out. It's just not looking good for Camila at all, and she gets shot. Cops did not make it in time, although I thought the gunshot was from the FBI bursting onto the top of the roof, and they shot him.
I was hoping that it was Jesus saving the day.
I knew he wasn't.
I was hoping. It's East Los. It's very soap opera. I was like, please, he's gonna make it, and maybe he would get shot instead of her. But
first of all, when he had her in her arms at the end, I'm like, really, the ambulance didn't come that quick? You have all this time.
It's the hood, dog. The ambulance don't come.
But the police were right there.
It don't mean nothing to take them freaking because you be like, where's the freaking fire department? Oh, y'all still ain't here? Oh, okay.
I thought Eva Longoria was gonna come walking out at that point,
but it was love.
I knew you were gonna love that.
You're free now. I didn't love it. It was cheesy as hell, but I love him and I love her. But a little gossipy that I heard.
Ooh.
Because you know how they could play it out. Like, she wasn't technically all the way dead, so we could totally get her back in the ER next season or whatever. But I heard in this Hollywood land that more than likely Camila is definitely dead, because Camila was not trying to submit to no contract negotiations that they was trying to do, because they weren't trying to pay us sister enough money.
Say
So,
what?
if they have another season, Camila is definitely not going to be there. That's what the gossip is on the street.
Rumor has it. Rumor has it, Bomb Squad, that you should be listening to Ceci, because y'all was training for this raunchy little dance routine that you didn't know nothing about.
Okay.
First of all, Jacob.
Jacob is special, one. But two, hate me if you must, but I actually thought, even though it was raunchy, I completely agree it was raunchy, one of the better routines I've seen this season, because I'm
Agreed.
bored with all the dance routines I've seen this season.
Agreed,
except
until they
when
did-
Ceci danced. Jesse wasn't feeling it then, but I felt Ceci's dance.
I actually like this dance. The only part that was like weird was when they were like doing the awkward hard slapping in the thighs. It's
I
just
just
like
think it's funny.
It's
I
just it
loved
takes
it.
like the whole sexiness out of it. It's awkward. And it
You
was
don't
just
want
like,
nobody smacking your ass.
and you're
that
like,
hard,
oh, they're in
Jesse.
high school. Well, they're in high school.
Well, that's part of the problem. yeah.
And like their faces, it's almost like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
But then Jacob comes in like, oh, guys, sorry, you're not dancing, just the girls.
Well, yeah, that should have been red flag number 1.
Red flag on the play, guys. Red flag. And then
The bro event.
this bro thing. But we knew this bro thing was going south from the jump, because that dude is a douchebag, and he's been a douchebag
Literally
since we
wrote
met him.
douche.
Yeah, he's a douchebag. But when they were getting dressed for the event, and he came back there, and he's like, ooh, you wear that at rehearsal? I need to come to those. I was just like, oh, this is...
You
About
sound
to
like
be
a
all
rapist.
bad.
Like,
Yeah.
congratulations.
That's real gross.
And a pedophile at that, because
Yeah.
they're underage.
And then you're trying to pretend like you didn't know they were underage. Come
But then
on,
you're
kid.
using that as the threat to not get in trouble.
Yeah, you're gross. You're gross.
Disgusting.
But when they came out, now I know when we saw them in the dance rehearsal that we didn't see it from the beginning, but Brandy crawling on the ground and climbing up the other girl's leg and just all up in
Brandy,
between the
bitch.
legs, and then when they lean over each other and start smacking each other, I was like, oh, and I loved all the reaction shots from the different
Yep.
people. I love that Caleb and Eddie were just like,
I can't. We can't.
like their tongues were hanging out. They thought it was the best thing ever. And Ceci and Jacob were just like clutching pearls. That was really funny.
Oh man, so basically Jacob gets really upset with the guy, and the guy threatens him like, you can't get me in trouble because you brought the minors, so congratulations.
Fail.
What I did love was Ceci is still pursuing her dream.
I know. She was going to a master class, but,
But then her back hurt.
then she threw her back out, y'all.
You know where I'm really happy about? I watched too many like other shows, because I was sitting here and I was like, please don't get her addicted to, I think it was Nashville.
Oh,
When Scarlett
pain
started
pills.
taking, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, please, let's not make this part of the storyline.
I thought that was going to be next season.
Ooh, probably
Because she's
will be.
still in pain, because at this, like, she knocks her back out. She can't go to class no more.
Predictions.
They have to send her home from the party because her back is still in pain, and now she's about to go try to teach again, which, by the way, that was the saddest moment ever, when she was lying on the couch and he was like, no, but dancing's your dream, and she's like, sometimes you just need to wake up.
Ooh, ain't that the truth, honey?
Oh, girl, I'm still trying to wake up.
Okay, and I'm knocked
I'm
out.
still asleep.
Caleb and Eddie squashed their beef.
That was nice of them. And guess what happened?
This is why you don't squash beef with people you got beef with.
I said it was coming, and it came, y'all.
Well, they did a little setup for it, though, because Brandy figured out that Eddie voted. She gave him
Yes.
that hug. And I'm telling you, I feel like something gonna spin out of that. Gina ends up kissing Caleb.
Because he was her
Courtney got what
savior
she
that
wanted.
day.
Home wrecking.
I love it. I love
can't.
it. You're
I don't support
16.
this.
You're supposed to wreck it all the time. You just like, oh, you feel good about him one day, you feel great about somebody else the next. It's okay, ladies. You're 16. You can do that all the way up until about your late 20s, and you fine.
Well, all right. Don't remember not to date Courtney and her. You know what Courtney was running around doing. So Gina kisses Caleb and the shade that Eddie walked up right after, and then she kissed him.
Weren't you? No, she kind of like hugged him, like she pushed him away from her lips.
Don't be in my vicinity with your acid mouth.
Oh.
With your acid wash
She
mouth.
didn't know he was going to show up, and she didn't know she was going to kiss Caleb. Passion just kind of happens sometimes. You know, it just comes over you, all that chocolate. And I love that Camila was like, I knew you let her chocolate.
Well.
It was great.
I can't even be mad at her because that dance-off that they had in the parking lot when my baby daddy from the other team, Jefferson Park, showed up.
Jefferson Park showed up and showed out because they made, well, the guys did great, sort of like going against each other. But when Gina went up against the big-haired girl.
Why Gina look like she...
Gina looked like she ain't never...
I love you, Poppy. I love you, Poppy.
She like she ain't never crunked... I don't know why they let her do that.
No, outfit sponsored by Forever 21.
Which I wasn't mad at. Because I feel like that fits... But she couldn't... She just looked like she couldn't dance no more.
Yeah. They tried it.
It was embarrassing. That girl juked it and got all down low and was pop locking and doing everything else. And Gina was just kind of like, oh, I can't...
Sophia showed up to the dance.
Yay, Sophia!
And, yeah, because I'm like...
As I spilled my water. Nobody saw that.
So Sophia shows up, and I like that they're playing with, do we like her? Is she an enemy to Gina? Is there really a friendship there?
There's no friendship there.
Hey, you don't think so?
Hell no. Did you? The girl said, yeah, me and Gina used to be cool. Then she got all bomb squad and dropped me.
But maybe there could be like a misunderstanding.
This is high school.
Power.
This is high school. You were my friend, and then you got with the cool kids and became a dancer, and you dropped me like stanky garbage. We ain't friends. We don't care about each other.
Bye, Felicia.
And I like your boyfriend.
Well, Brandy overhears that Gina and Caleb kissed.
Yes, she did. Brandy's conveniently everywhere she ain't supposed to be.
Put that right in her booty bank. Her booty bank brain. The cops show up. And what they had to add this little piece down at the end.
They really did.
Everyone can get off except you.
You fit the description.
A black male. Really? That was your description? A young black male?
The sad part is that's
I know.
true, and it's disgusting. But to see it on a show like this and to see it be that dumb and you're sitting here watching like, for real? But like the fact that it happens is that much more disturbing.
I love that they showed that he got off of it, but it's like that's not reality.
But it's not even he didn't really get off of it. They just got a more important call, and he had to stop digging around with the guy. So it was just whatever.
Oh, brother.
You try to love them, but the cops sometimes can make it hard.
Speaking of trying to love, Brandy gonna go over and start threatening Miss Gina.
Yes,
I know you kissed Caleb. Girl, your karma gonna bite you.
Hey, Vanessa number 2, y'all.
Sophia. She has this whole Vote Latino thing where she wants to, stop the no deporting Mexican illegals. So she sets this whole dance Vote Latino thing up. She invites the bomb squad to dance battle Jefferson Park in a place where the cops won't show up. And it's also giving back. So that was really cute. I love that Ceci knew that Brandy had something over Gina. That was such a bigger older sister moment.
Because she's not that far removed. She's only 2 years out.
She tells her to tell Eddie about the kiss because, girl, it gonna come out. That girl's messy. She done had your booty bank pictures. This is the second strike. So what I'm gonna need you to do is strike that.
Just have the balls, girl. Just say, you know what? I kissed him. You can stay or you can go, but I kissed him.
Damn. And it's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt him.
Real bad.
But he's gonna still be there. He ain't going nowhere. But then he'll probably go kiss Sophia because they feeling each other now.
Ceci quit the bomb squad for a higher paying job. Go ahead, girl.
Go, girl. You got a baby. And then we all was like, oh, that's so sad. But hey, East Los don't want to pay no checks.
And they can't after losing to the Jefferson Park.
And girl, you got a back injury and a baby. You need some health insurance. That's real. She needs a full-time job and a health insurance. I get it, Ceci. I'm not mad. But that's exciting, though, for whatever's to come if she's no longer leading the bomb squad.
Yeah, because that, I feel like, hopefully they don't, treat it like a Jesse thing or
Vanessa's
Amaya
coming
thing.
back.
Like, really?
I think Vanessa will be back because they kept her in this season enough that like we still like her. She's like got this career, like she's been intertwined in the season still as a character, not like all the other ones that are sort of, even the other kids like that have kind of just like Felly and all them. They had their episode and they were gone. I feel like she's still around enough that she'll bring it back, and the rivalry with them living together.
Oh yeah,
like that might. I think that would be interesting too, like to see them come back. So
I'm here for it. I want to see that. I think it's interesting to take it out of East Los High.
Yeah,
out of the high school part of it, because even though she doesn't go to it, she still is East Los.
Yeah,
they lost to Jefferson Park, and I mean, we're gonna see what happens to Bomb Squad next season and who's gonna be the captain. Because I don't know about Gina. I feel like Gina's gonna break down by the end of this season. Well, by the end of the second part. We see the taqueria gets vandalized,
messed up. But I love that they brought this sort of element in, even though it's sort of, you could argue it's a little bit cheesy that they basically have a Donald Trump nominee. But number one, it's very timely. It amazes me because it came out this summer and they were shooting months before and they were still tying it in anyway. I guess he said all the stuff about Mexico like late last year, so it was able to make it in. But I thought it was cool when it was going off on I think it was maybe the episode 11, the credits were rolling and you could just hear like the voices of the reporter and like talking and how they were like, hate speech is not an American value. And I totally appreciated it because it really gives you perspective of the people doing this show, what the purpose of the show is. That is very, very much America and what we're going through right now. And the crap that Trump is saying is inciting very negative shit to happen, and to have them attack the taqueria like that was like, that's home to us just like anywhere else, whether it's for Mexicans or wherever, whatever. Like, we're all in this shit together, and them tearing up that taqueria hurt my feelings just like it should have hurt anybody else's feelings, whether you're Mexican or not. So F you, random dude who's pretending to be Donald Trump on the show, and F you too, Donald Trump. Sorry, those are real long-winded whatever.
For more on Donald Trump, check out Black Hollywood Lives this week.
Lord.
Coming up next. Also, last but not least, so as that happens, Jacob's getting drunk while helping to clean up the taqueria.
Why Jacob gotta have an alcohol problem?
I know. I don't. Why? It doesn't fit him. It doesn't even like. I don't even believe it every time. Like, he's the worst drunk. Like, I don't believe you're drunk, Jacob. I believe your wholeness, but because you got a cute face. But I don't believe your drunkenness.
Are you calling him a bad actor, or you just don't believe it would be something his character would do?
He doesn't give me that character. He's not a bad actor. I believe everything else he does, but that, I'm not with it. Anytime you're not. You need. Maybe he doesn't drink really in real life, which I doubt that.
But even if he doesn't, like, he's supposed to be able to portray it.
What's it called? Method acting.
That's method, but you know.
But so Jacob wants to be real with Ceci, and they left us the final scene, and you've got to be kidding me. Jacob gets hit by a truck, and Ceci's calling him.
Because that's what made me think.
We couldn't have a little happy ending or something?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's supposed to be like, because at first I was like, okay, either is Camila dead or is Jacob dead? One of them's not going to be dead for sure. And both of them could possibly not be dead. But now that we know more than likely Camila's dead, Jacob's probably going to be fine.
I mean, I hope so.
Maybe he ain't going to have no...
That would be... East Los would take... Whew. But you know what? Maybe they're going to go that way. Maybe it's going to be hard. Like, they're going to be like, no, you want to know what East Los is like? Like
yeah.
that.
Or drinking and driving shit. Paralyzed. Take that. What you gonna do now?
Ceci.
Can Ceci stay with you? Can she deal with that? She got a baby and a back problem. Like, what, she got to take care of you because you was drinking and driving like a fool? Like, and, you know, people do. Like, they drink and they think they good. Shit happens.
There's a lesson to you. And that's why we love the show, because they're always including something educational and quite entertaining at the same time.
And they throw so much in like very quick little episodes. And you're like, whoa, all that happened? Oh, yeah. So we don't know.
Boom. So, Hulu, we want to thank you for supporting a show like this.
For sure.
And we'd love to thank everybody who has come in studio. We love to thank you guys who watch us every week. Leave us some love, some comments down below. Check us out on iTunes. And, yeah, you guys can hit me up at DJ Jesse J.
I'm everywhere at Starlet.
Boom. Hit us up at AfterBuzz TV. And also, make sure you guys check us back next season. Peace.
If there is one, please, please, please.
Well, yeah, they got to finish it.
Did they give it season 5 or so?
Well, it's season 4. All right.
We'll
Bye.
find out.
Executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.